Well, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a fabulous day wherever you are. So on today's video, as the title says it, Stitch crashed on my channel today. So today, this is all about Stitch. So what I thought that we could do that would be really fun is to go over all of my Stitch collection and rank it from my least favorite to my favorite. As you guys know, this collection was one of my I wanted it to be over so quickly and so fast because it was just releasing. It was delays on the release. They were releasing overseas earlier than over here in the States. OMG, wasn't it a collection in itself? So I am extremely happy that this collection is finally complete. And what I wanted to do today was to share it with you guys before I actually put the collection up. Typically I put my my plushies at the top of my room here, and once I put them up, they stay up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and check out what was my least favorite Stitch. And remind, of course, if it's your favorite, that's all about you. These are my least favorite Stitches. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so let's go for what is my least favorite Stitch. So this probably going to be a shock if you have been watching my channel, because I know I threw the Stitches in here and there doing haul videos last year or earlier this year. I can't even remember anymore. Just work with me. It's going to have to be my least favorite Stitch is this one. This was series 3. This was based off the Lion King. So this is the pin. Show you guys the pin. And this is the actual Stitch. I didn't like either one of them. I mean, either way you look at it, the red eyes just gives me the creeps. The pin, the red eyes look like he's possessed. And then the plushie with the red eyes, he looks possessed. I think I get the concept, okay? Because it's the yellow of because you have like Puma and Puma and Simone. They're kind of like, I don't know if you see the pattern of them kind of dancing together is in the back. And then the green is like obviously the forest. The whole concept of the Lion King one, the bugs, was more focused. And you have Simba over there too. Was that scene, the iconic scene of Simba growing up. I just think it could have been executed better. I think that it could have been just Stitch as a lion and had like a mane, or I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I just thought this is actually the one where I didn't even like the pin. Usually I look at the pin and I'm like, okay, I can get it based off the pin where they were going. And this was just what happened when they actually, put it together. I didn't like either of them. This one kind of creeps me out. So when I do put this up, it's going to be probably in the back. So this is my least favorite. So this is the May edition. This was obviously Pinocchio. Right? This is the Pinocchio one. This isn't too bad. So, I mean, you're going to start seeing ones and I'm like, it's not too bad. This is the pin. And this is the actual plush. The only thing I really is the reason why it's just kind of on my least favorite side, is because he's so light for wood versus the pin. He is more of a darker color. So I just feel like if you would have made him darker, the colors on his arms and stuff would have came out more vivid. And I feel like even the yellow, like you see the yellow in the pin and the blue and all these really pretty colors are really vibrant on the pin, and they're very dull on the actual plush. So I just wish that they would have darkened the wooden piece and would have made, some of because like those are the ears. It's just very muted for the colors of this plush. So that's the only reason why it's my least favorite. But I do think that it's clearly a Pinocchio Stitch. This is more so that I just wish it was a little more vibrant. February's. I don't think this is no surprise. I'm sure you guys may have seen this on my channel. This was February. So this was based off of Lady and the Tramp. So that is the pin. And then this is the actual plus itself. This one, I really love the pin. I thought the pin was extremely obvious that it was Lady and the Tramp, and it's the iconic spaghetti scene. And he has basically the inside of him is the tablecloth, And they're supposed to be, these dots are supposed to be meatballs. And this is to be spaghetti with a meatball on the top. With this one, I kind of just wish they would have just used yarn itself, like you know, more instead of like the material. I just feel like it would have been came off a little bit better if this was actually yarn that was at least over this. I thought that would have been a better execution. Also, I think the little red dots kind of give me, I don't know, this whole thing gave me more of a pepperoni Pizza Planet vibes. It didn't, you know, versus it just being like the plush is clearly, you know, spaghetti. Okay. And then the plush kind of, I don't know, for some reason I got more pizza vibes. So it's not necessarily, it is one of my least favorites. But I just wish there was just a lot of things that I wish I could do. But I do like the pin a lot more. But it's definitely in my bottom here. This is the Peter Pan plush. All right, so this is the pin. So this was one of the later ones. So this was November's. And this is the pin here. As you can see, the pin, is Tinkerbell. You know, got the wings going with the blue. And then you have Tinkerbell on the ears. And I think that's all when it comes to this one. So this is one, actually, it kind of goes a little further down, probably, but I'm going to give it a little effort on this one. So there's a couple things with this one. One, the pin has the wings with a blue on the background. The wings on this one is just all white. They're just all white wings, and he's just kind of wearing it as a vest. But I think the thing that really here's Tinkerbell on his ear. But the thing that's really grinding my gears is that the green isn't glittery enough. Like it's supposed to be like, this is actually glitter, and you probably can't even tell. But this has got a silver shimmer on there, and you have like Peter Pan kind of flying through this. I just feel like this one, the execution of this was like, they didn't know which way to go. So it's like, were you going Tinkerbell? Or could we have done Peter Pan? And if we're kind of doing the green because Peter Pan's green and Tinkerbell's green. But these are two different people, right? So you got the glitter, the fairy dust. But there's no fairy dust on the wings. I just think this whole thing was just like, I didn't like it. Okay, I feel like I probably would have preferred them probably doing, if they went Tinkerbell, I wish they just would have went Tinkerbell completely and just had the wings glittered, and probably would have had, you know, just, I just don't like it. I can't even, because this one I really don't even like the pin either, because the pin doesn't even have a glitter. So it's just, I don't know. I maybe because I kind of like more the blue when you're representing Peter Pan. I like when they're flying in the sky, going to the North Star. And, you know, so maybe I'm kind of like, I just think they tried to put Tinkerbell and Peter Pan together. And I think you need to pick one. It needs to either be Peter Pan or it needs to be Tinkerbell. And this just is like, ugh. So yeah, not a big fan of this one. I don't know what else to say about it. If you loved it, I'm sorry. I just thought this one was just like Aladdin's. So this was June's. So this is the pin right here. And then this is the stitch. This one was just more so like, so if you look at it, it has the lamp, right? And it has the hat of Aladdin. And then the pin is kind of the same. I kind of like the pin more than the plush on this one, because again, the pin is really more like colorful and vibrant. So I do like the pin a little bit more. I don't know. It's just one of those things that looks like a carpet. So it's kind of, again, putting all of Aladdin together. So I got the vibes of the flying carpet in Aladdin. That's instantly when I saw it. I was like, it's a flying carpet. But then you have so many images of the lamp. So are you going for the genie? But then you have the lamp, but then you have Aladdin's hat. So, and I'm assuming because the carpet was used, in a whole new world. So it's just one of those things that it's really busy. It's a very busy plush. It got a lot going And yeah, it's just not, it's not in my favorite. Those were my meh. So I probably would redo it and like put a little thing where we're going to like my least favorites and we're going into my meh categories. So I guess I'll put that in those last two in my meh. So this is another meh. But I do like it. It's like we're getting kind of there. This is September's. So this was from the Jungle Book. So you clearly have the pin and the actual plush actually look identical. Like it's like, this is what you wanted, this is what you got. So I figure these two are probably the most put together ones where it's like, I get it, right? I mean, what else could you do with the Jungle Book with the banana and then having the whole jungle all over them? So this one actually, it's pretty good. It's a good execution of this one. You know, you have the, you have a boo, not boo, it's not a boo. What was his name? I can't think of the bear's name. Oh gosh, can't think of him. And then the little kid, they're right there. So they're right there in the front. And so I do like this one. It's in my meh. So we're finna get up there now. So that is where this one, I don't even know what number we're on. This was number 10. So this was October's release. That is the pin. So this was the whole Pocahontas one. Where you have I kind of just, okay, so this was the Pocahontas pin. Okay, and this is the thing. I guess this is kind of going in my meh. So I get it. Okay, this is another one where I get where they were going. But I do like the pin a little bit more than the plush. Okay, so with this one, you have, I'm sorry, I don't remember these people's name off the top of my head. But the guy that was, you know, what's his name? Smith, I think. You have his hat on top of it. You have a Pocahontas necklace. You have the leaves flowing throughout him. And he's pink. So so with this one is the reason why it's like and kind of in my meh, but I do like it a little bit. One, I guess I like it because it's pink. I like pink. However, you know, I'm assuming it's supposed to be kind of, they go to hummingbird too, by the way. The hummingbirds all over here. I think with this one, I just wish it would have probably done more of a sunset or a sunrise and went more with a, would that be a orange yellow kind of color, right? Versus the pink and the purple, you know, and it's just, again, it's kind of like what I said with the other ones. There's a lot of mixture of Pocahontas in this collection, in this plush. So you got a lot of themes going into it. But I do wish it was more of an orange, yellow, reddish color more than the pink, purple kind of color. And it's funny because I think that's kind of how they did the doll. They had a lot of purple, and I don't know, I just never really seen too much purple in the even to a sunset or a sunrise. So maybe I'm just in the wrong areas and there's purple out there and I just don't know. Sleeping Beauties. This was number 7. And I think with this one, I like it. I like it. This is one of the ones that I think it crashed very well, right? You have the three candles going on the top of his head, like 3 wishes. And then you have the pink fairies on one side, and then you have on the blue side there is basically, you have a image of Sleeping Beauty, Aurora, and then you have another fairy, and then you have, I think you can see it has like the what is it, the spinning wheel. It has it on the pink side too, and it's just kind of the story. The pin is super cute. He's looking like he's blushing. So, you know, this is definitely, I like it. I like the colors. Obviously, we know this is her moment with the 3, you know, when she was changing from blue to pink. So I did like the honors to that. And obviously when they made the 3 things. So I thought it was really cute, and I thought it definitely was a cute one. So that was the Sleeping Beauty one. So we're on my top 4. So these are kind of like the ones I really, really liked. Okay, going up to my number 1. So coming in at number 4, see if you guys know which one it's going to be, because these are very interesting ones, and I'm very torn on number 4. Like, these easily could have been in the 3 spot, but I have to make a choice. So coming in at number 4 is actually number 4. This is Little Mermaids, and this is the plush. So I really do like this one. The only thing I don't like about the pin is I don't like how the pink of the pin is so muted. I wish it was a little bit more vibrant on the pin, but I do like the actual pin itself. And this was the plush itself. So, you know, you have Ariel kind of swimming throughout the plush, and you have like the water and stuff. I think Sebastian's in there. Her sisters are kind of here on the back. You have Flounder. So there's all the different shadows of different characters from the movie with the water. And then you have the pink flower that kind of change depending on the lighting. So I do like this one a lot. This is definitely one of my favorites out of the series. So that's why it's in the top. So that is number 4, which would have been Ariel's or Little Mermaid, however you want to put it. So that's number 4. So coming in number 3, is going to have to go to August release, which was Snow White. I just love this blue. It's so vibrant. Here's the pin. So this is one of the situations where the actual plush and the pin were completely different poses. I mean, a lot of them are different poses, but the pin is a very dark blue with the roses, and he holding the apple. I love the pin and I love the plush. Like, I loved both of them equally. It's so vibrant. It's such a vibrant blue, and I just love the touch with the apple. All right, so it's a very vibrant, and then in the middle there you have Snow White. You have some of the dwarfs in his ear and the flowers. I just really like this one, and it's really, really pretty. There's some there's a deer in there in the back, and then you have another one of the dwarfs up there. So it's really, really pretty. A very nice touch to Snow White. It's a very pretty material too. It does pick up a little bit of dust, since I do keep these kind of high up. Number 2, hands down, one of my favorites is December's, which is my birthday. It's the Mulan one. Oh my god, I love this one. So this is the pin. Beautiful pin, pink blue with pink flowers. And then you have the cricket on the top of his head. And the plush actually matches the whole concept. So they look almost identical. I mean, the pink is a little lighter than the pin. But oh my god, this really pretty satin pink. And then the symbols there in the middle. And then you had the cricket on the top. I just really enjoyed this one. This is by far my favorite. And I just think this was so pretty. I have nothing upset to say about it. And then the material they use with this one, they have they have Mushu here in the back too, but the material they use just kind of reminds me of the cloth, and I just really like this one. I think this one is gorgeous. This one always is going to be in the front of the collection because it's one of my favorites. At number 1, go figure, it is the first one. It is my favorite one, hands down. And it's probably going to be very memorable for me, is the Beauty and the Beast one. Now, I think this one's going to be number 1 for me anyways, is because this was the last, like, item that I got before things start shutting down, like, before the Disney stores really start closing stores, and they were like, you know, they were still kind of open. They had just opened back up because of the pandemic, and they had opened back up, and I was able just to go in the store. I think I was able to go in the store for this one, and I think number 2, which was February. But these are kind of like those are the last 2 that was really like, oh my god, you know, they were still coming to the stores. And I feel like after those 2 is when it went completely online and they started closing down all their stores and the Disney stores. But I just really like this one. And I like the fact that everyone has a different rose, and I think with all of them, everybody may have different patterns, but I just love the roses. I like the purple, I like the blue, and I just love the rose on his mouth. And again, it's very on point with the pin. So this hands down is my favorite. So that is all of them. All 12 of these stitches are in my collection. I'm very happy to say I didn't have to pay any extra for anything. I brought them all from the Disney store. So I didn't have to like get anything secondhand and paid a bunch to complete this collection. I actually completed it on Shop Disney when it was complete nonsense for quite a bit. So I'm very happy to report that. And I am so happy that it's done. I will say this collection definitely made me kind of side-eye the Mickey Mouse one, the Mickey Mouse Main Attraction one. I'm sure I'm gonna have a whole tangent about that one because that one is actually not going as smoothly as I would expect it to. It is just a little bit much, but we'll go into that a different day. But which one is your favorite? Did you collect this collection? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.